Hey everybody and welcome back. In today's video I'm going to do a really quick overview and actually show the program in action, and the program in question is MiniTool Shadow Maker. So basically, for those of you who aren't aware, this is a professional backup tool. Basically it's going to offer the data protection services and disaster recovery solutions, and this is focusing on PCs, servers, and workstations. Now, a couple of things to note just to be fully transparent. I did get a free copy of this program in order to make this video, and I will put an affiliate link in the description, but as this is more of an overview video, I'll do my best to make sure that this is going to be unbiased and really just show you the functionality. So when you go to the affiliate link in the description, you'll see a couple of things. First up, you have an option for home users, and then you have an option for business users. Once you click on the relevant option, you'll be able to look into more detail on it. I really want to highlight the main features before we jump into the program. So first up, you have your system backup and restore. So you can create a system image. So basically, you're not just copying a folder, you're creating that image of that system to restore it to a previous state. Now there's a backup and sync open files. You can read more about this here. And then you'll see we have the restore to a different computer. The main focus on this is you're creating a system image on a normal computer and restoring it to dissimilar hardware. You have this backup 2 megabyte cluster volume, the change backup scheme, and the automate or automatic backup. So basically you could set your backup on a regular basis to safeguard your data and PC. Now there's a bunch of other things you can look through on their website, and another thing to note, if you click on, for example, the Pro Edition, you have the option to select Buy Now, and you can see all of the different options and the differences between these. Now, one thing I like about this company is they offer a perpetual license, which is valid for lifetime usage starting from the purchase date. There's not much of a difference between the different licenses, except the license for the number of PCs. And the free tier is a little bit different. So when you go Pro, the annual Pro or Pro Ultimate, you basically have a license for either 1, 2, or 3 PCs. So the general idea is they all have all of these different features going through, except the free option, which has some limitations. So I wanted to make sure to cover that as well. Let's go ahead and jump into the program itself. All right, so I have the program pulled up here, and I'll just keep everything else in the background because it seems to open natively in this smaller window. And we'll start out at the home screen. So you have your backup source, and you have the source options. If you have additional maybe partitions or hard drives, etc., you'll see more. But then you'll get the general idea. So when you click on one of the options, you'll see the file system, capacity, used space, available space, etc. You'll also see options for your backups, like your last one, your next one, and your restore images. Once you go to the backup window, you can name the task right here. So for example, I could add in some extra letters or name it whatever. And then you can click on source, and then from here you have a couple of choices. If we were to choose disk and partitions, basically you can just literally select everything if you wanted to. And then once you've saved that, you'll see I'm essentially backing up my entire hard drive. When you choose your destination folder, this is going to be a dialog that is very, very common throughout the application. So once you've selected destination folder, this is basically going to be your picker, so to speak. So once you've selected your destination folder, you'll get this dialog where you can choose between the different areas. This is essentially going to be this program's version of selecting your folder path or file path. In essence, that is going to be your application in the backup portion. Now you have your sync option here, which is almost identical. You have your source and your destination and your sync options, and you have some options here as well to choose through if you're interested, but in general, you would just select sync now or sync later. Now for restore, this one's much more plain because you just add in your backup and manage your restore here. The idea is you back up and then restore. Pretty straightforward. Now, when we go to manage, you'll see that it's mainly just this one option, and the add backup option. And so you could shut down the computer when all the running tasks are finished or the backup tasks are finished. You do have your logs here. You can save and delete. And then you have your additional tools. So you have your boot menu, dismount, clone disk. As you can see, there's quite a few other options from within this MiniTool application. So that's the straightforward overview. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment box below, and I'll see you all in the next video.